I'm doing my preparations for the rest of the month, and I wanted to show you guys what I do. Now, I haven't told anybody because I didn't want to jinx it, but tonight I guess I'll tell you. In the last 3 months, I've lost 26 pounds. And not because I went on a special diet, nothing like that. And tonight I'm going to show you how I do it. Now, this is part of my meals that I prepare for myself and put them in the freezer. I'll tell you all about it as we go through it. Now, here I have cooked 1.5 cups of elbow macaroni. And to that, I'm going to add 1 pound of cooked ground beef drained. Now, I don't do anything diet or anything like that, so don't think it's some kind of special food diet or whatever. It's basically what I want to eat. You know, how can I say that? It's basically anything that I want to eat. But I'm going to still show you how. Okay, I mix in the ground beef in the macaroni. That I'm not scattering all over the table. And then in that, I take a can of spaghetti sauce, and I just start adding. I don't want a whole lot, or I don't want it just sloppy wet. So I just add a little at a time until I get to where I think I want it. As you add it, just keep stirring it. Now this is good for a family meal if you want to do that. This will be, if you're doing it all in one night for a family meal, this will feed about 4 people, 2 helpings. You got more than that, just do more. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and add the whole can since I don't want to have to try to save a 1/2 cup full in the refrigerator. But anyway, and I'm getting it everywhere. But anyway, just get your sauce all mixed in. All right, now I add bacon bits. And I do that, you know, just like maybe 4 tablespoons full. And I do that because the bacon bits put a light bacon flavor through the whole dish. And it is really good. But it just gives it a light bacon flavor on top of the beef flavor. But you want to kind of keep this kind of not dry, but not wet. If that makes any sense. All right, now I'm going to add Velveeta shredded cheese to it. Now, once I add this, I don't want to stir it up so much that the cheese is all melted, because this is still pretty hot. I just want to get the cheese all through it without making it melt. Now I preheated my oven to 375. Now I'm taking a baking pan and I'm going to pour this into a baking pan. Now we've got that in there. Now I'm going to add some extra sharp cheddar cheese to the top that I shredded just a few minutes ago, because I just love the extra sharp cheddar. Now I'm going to put this in the oven and we're going to bake it until this starts bubbling. And the cheese is all good and melted. Alright, we'll be back when it's ready. So now it's out of the oven. And now what we're going to do is just let it sit there and let it cool down. We've got to let it cool down. Gosh, you can smell that bacon. Oh my gosh. See you in a little while, guys. Alright, now that everything's cooled down, now what I do is I take my containers. Now, what I do is I separate these meals into separate dinners. Like I put so much of that in, and then I take one ice cream scoop full of mashed potatoes. And then corn. Gotta let it drain. And this is my dinner. This is all I can have for one meal. But I get this for dinner. This is the only portion I get. No more, no less. I get a dinner roll with it. And then I have a Vietnamese coffee. And this will be my drink and my dessert. This is 3-in-1 coffee, which it has coffee, creamer, and sugar already in it. Oh, it's so good. But that's my dessert. And then I seal them off. And they're ready for the freezer. And this is my meals for, well, I can have one for lunch or one for my dinner. And then tomorrow I will show you guys the other stuff that I make. And I either get one of these for lunch or I get one for dinner. I don't have them for both. But the other ones that I make will replace the other meal. Like if I don't have this, then I'll have the other. But I usually do 3 or 4, and that way it gives me a variety of what I want for lunch or dinner. Alright guys, I hope you join me tomorrow, and I'll show you how I do my others. And this is all I get. No desserts, no nothing else. And this is how I lose weight, because I am controlling my portions and not going over what I'm allowed to have. But it's nothing diet, nothing taken away, nothing added. It just control how much. And I have lost 26 pounds in about, it's been 3.5 to 4 months, I would guess. But I feel better, I move around a lot better, and I'm not missing any foods. I even sometimes will make hamburgers and put the hamburger in there, and then I lay my lettuce, tomatoes, and stuff like that over here, or pickles, onions, whatever. But you can't really freeze them because tomatoes and lettuce won't hold up. So I make very few of those, and I keep them in the bottom of in the refrigerator, not the freezer. And I try to use them up in a week. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you give this macaroni casserole a try. It is so freaking good. And like I said, this will feed about 4 or 5 people, 2 helpings for a sit-down dinner. And it's really good. And you can also have this with Parmesan cheese on the top, garlic bread. Really good. Enjoy your night, guys.